therapy, and it sucked. Like, it really like questioned me, like, is this the field that I am really meant for? What if it's this? Like, what if it's something else?
Hi, Grace.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just enjoying my summertime
Yeah.
before fall.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
about you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I'm so excited for our conversation today. It's like
Yeah, me
I'm like
too.
finally, yes, music therapy on my podcast and YouTube, like yay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what unite us in the first. I mean, that's what that's why we met in the first place. Because we both study music therapy.
Yeah, we did, we
Yeah.
did. But before we get dive into the topic, if you can give a short introduction of yourself, that'd be really great.
Sure. Yeah. So, hi everyone. My name is Laura, and I'm from Indonesia. If you don't know where it is, basically, if you know Bali, so Bali is in Indonesia. So, I'm a music therapist and also a music teacher, currently based in Boston. So I teach piano for school age children, as well as doing my music therapy practices with elders with dementia and also adults in mental health settings. So
Nice, nice. Doing amazing work. You and I, we studied together at Berklee, and we were able to learn from like really well-known music therapist pioneers, like Suzanne
mm,
Hanser, Karen
mm,
Wax, and so many more that we had the honor and privilege to really be under their wings. um,
yeah.
yeah, and so one of the things that Laura and I have discovered is that where is music therapy in Asia? Like, and like, how is it like this year? And how was it established? And where and how it's being processed in Asia? I was on YouTube, and still there was not a lot of videos that was posted about music therapy in Asia. I just
Mm,
feel like, I mean, the program is still there in Asia in some parts of the country, but I feel like there's not enough of advocacy as I hope, as I like wish to see. I'm pretty sure you agree with that, Laura. Um,
yeah,
so
totally.
yeah, and so we thought that it would be a great opportunity to invite Laura. She's from Indonesia, and she's been also interviewed from like in the news before in Indonesia about her music therapy work field. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you guys what is music therapy, and like where is music therapy in Asia. So how about we start with what is music therapy? And Laura, if you can share with us like your own definition of music therapy, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah. So again, thanks. Thank you, Grace, firstly for this opportunity because we're all about advocacy. It reminds me of our time with Kathleen Holland. I don't know
Yeah,
if you like take a class with her
yeah, she's
or like
amazing.
because she's all about advocating also, which is important for our small field. Um, but if if you ask about my own definition, for me, music therapy is the clinical use of music to
Mm,
achieve therapeutic goals.
mm,
Um, whether it's to manage pain, reduce anxiety, and um, we're gonna talk more about it hopefully a little bit later.
mm-hmm,
But I also like to give some concrete examples. Like we could use music therapy for premature babies, children with special needs, all the way to adults in mental health setting, and to elders suffering from dementia or
mm,
Parkinson's disease. So, yeah, again, if you Google what is music therapy, there's like a couple of definitions,
yeah.
but sometimes I feel they're a little too sciencey,
Mm,
that's.
yeah.
I always like to give examples, because I think that's more engaging too. And like,
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like a lot of people would ask me that and like, how does it work? So I figured, okay, I'm just gonna add an example after I explain what it is, because I feel like if they could also visually kind of visually see like generally what is happening in the session, I feel like that would also be a more better understanding.
yeah, and speaking of music therapy in Asia, especially in my country, Indonesia, when you say like music therapy or music for healing, uh, a lot of people still think that it's like, you go into a room and then you just sit nicely and then you listen to music and then like, just like be more relaxed.
Yeah.
But it's well, although we have like, like we do utilize meditation, and there's like this specific approach of guided imagery, right? Like in music therapy, but it's more than just that, because we use live music, especially here in America. We like to use the guitar and also like other instruments, so it's not just like listening to the music, as what my people will generally think.
Right. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think that's like because of there's not a lot of advocacy in it, and I definitely do understand like why like that's still the case for some people of when they think what music therapy is. Yeah, and I think I mean our field is primarily like a bit new compared to like other programs that are provided in Indonesia, like in the music therapy, like which population is a bit more focused in that field?
So currently in my country, sadly there isn't much like practice yet, like around the whole like island, because we have like 5 main big islands, and then like actually we have 17,000 islands, but it's like more concentrated in like the capital city, and even just like a small area, because there's only one university who has that major too. So I know that there's one hospital that employs a full-time music therapist there, who happens to be my colleague too, or like friend, and she's doing neurologic music therapy for adult patient in the rehab setting. So like, patients with stroke or those who suffer like traumatic brain injury.
Right.
So that's one, but again, it's just her in like the whole hospital. So we're still trying to also advocate for that. Like again, not many people know about it yet, and there's like a few private practices going on for children with special needs. So those are the main 2 that I know.
Yeah.
From like talking to the music therapists there, who are also credentialed.
I see. Yeah. Wow. So it's slowly building, right?
Yeah, it's slowly building.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
I know in like a few other countries, like in Singapore and Taiwan, they have a few music therapists too, like employed in the like general hospitals, especially in Singapore, and like schools, like a special education setting. So, but yeah, not much going like outside of that population.
Yeah. Are there colleges that provide music therapy programs?
So in Indonesia, there's only one university who offered like undergrad major similar like music therapy here, but they are also still in a very small student population. So it's kind of it's been there for I think for about 7 years, but there's we're still struggling to increase the awareness, and there's like only a few students. So
I feel like there's a lot of work to be done in Asia, but it's never too late, and I think the fact how both of us have a passion in advocating for music therapy in Asia, I think that's super awesome. Like I know that in Korea it's not also that well established than in America for sure.
Okay.
From my own knowledge, there's one college. That's Ewha University, which is an all-woman college that provides music therapy program. Um, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other colleges, but I just don't recall on top of my head right now. And like, and also like I've been trying to like keep up with the music therapy journals that's been published online as well. Not so many about South Korea, but I did find this one article. Gosh, I forgot her name. It's gonna be on top here. I'll type it out. But she actually writes an article and a research study about women empowerment in South Korea, because like women in Korea are really looked down upon and set like a set role in the household of what their job is, and like that they should like a stay home mom and just taking care of their kids, cooking for their husband when they come back home. Like those type of stereotypical unfortunately still exist in Korea. I mean, it has gone a lot better from the past, but the stigma is still there. And so, what this music therapy did a research study on is empowering women and just allowing them to have a voice in expressing their full emotions and like what's been like really heavy in their chest, in their hearts. And so I thought that was so cool and like really awakening. Oh gosh, that's my dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's very inspiring. Yeah, sounds like it
Mhm.
can be applicable to a lot of like women in like Asia too. I think it's
Mm.
pretty uniform, like the in like the patriarchal society, like back in the days where like men are the breadwinner and then women just stay in the house. But yeah,
Yeah.
those interventions sounds like effective way to like bring out the suppressed emotions maybe of like those uh, people. So actually, Indonesia is the fourth largest population. Um, like we're so I think it's China, U.S., India, and then us. So I really feel that there's a lot of people who can benefit from music therapy, whether it's the
Mm.
elders, adults, and children. And also at the same time, there are a lot of really talented people and musicians
Mm.
who can be trained to be a music therapist
Uh-huh.
in my country. So I do hope that if I'm ever like settled there, I could help build the community there. But yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I was just thinking about the Facebook group that you invited me, like I think a
Yeah, yeah,
couple of
yeah,
weeks ago,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Do you want to talk
Yes.
about that? Like did
Yeah.
did he join any of their meetings? Because I haven't had the chance.
No, so I didn't get a chance to join the meetings. I think there was a time zone difference and it just clashed with my other schedule, so it didn't work out. Yeah. But I believe there's going to be more, so I'm excited. But yeah, I found this group as I was like searching a lot about music therapy on Facebook. Um, yeah, and then I just joined. I was like, this exists? And then I was so happy and I was like super thrilled because I love it when something that I'm really passionate in and there's like a group for that. Group for those people to share their vision, because that really gets me so excited and super inspiring. Like I get to see and witness all these things that people from my culture, like Asia generally, if I'm
Yeah.
speaking that way, that they have such huge vision, not just only serving music therapy services in America, but also outside of the country as well. And Asia, or even like South America, or like just like everywhere. And I was like super inspired and I felt like, wow, this is so nice. I think they like made that group when we were all stuck in quarantine.
Oh.
And during quarantine, I've never like felt this way before, but I actually like did lose some motivation, a little bit of motivation in what I was passionate in, which is music therapy, and it sucked. Like it really like questioned me, like is this the field that I'm really meant for? What if it's this? Like, what if it's something else? And like, I was just so discouraged. And like, I remember I took like a month break of just doing nothing. Like, I didn't even study for my CBMT exam, like, for that 1 month. And I was just trying to like just really enjoy the moment. Because I feel like I was just trying to survive off of this like quarantine and COVID, like, oh, what is going on, you know? But yeah, like I was able to like really get back on my feet, and that that fire, that passion was like built up again. And um like I can't separate my faith in this
Mm,
field, but like God really woke me up and
mm,
implanted like so many great visions
mm.
in me. And I mean, like, I there's this podcast, and
Yeah,
like, and just like giving, just like allowing me to see other music therapists, like mentors, and seeing like
yeah,
how
that's
they're
amazing.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah, I've definitely
so many other.
seen a couple of my like like former supervisors who are also Asian, like someone
Mm,
from the Philippines, and even some of the Asian music therapists that I met in the conferences. So it's just nice to have that community to, like, as you say, to inspire all of us again and to motivate each other, because this pandemic is
yeah.
like really making everyone struggle.
Mm,
Like like actually for my current music therapy practice, it's like a little bit on like pause, because I work mainly for the geriatrics population. So because the elders are
mm,
very vulnerable with COVID-19, so
yeah.
uh, we're not allowed yet, even until today, to go back to the nursing home or to the
Mm,
hospital unit, or even in the psych unit that I usually go with,
yeah.
because of, so it's just nice to have each other who can relate to like our culture, because Asian do have similar, like like cultural context and all.
Yeah, that is true. Because of COVID, it definitely changed our industry in a
Yeah,
lot of ways. Yeah, because unfortunately, like singing is like one of the used
yeah,
activities for water droplets to come out more than
yep,
just
yep,
regular talking.
yeah,
Ah,
like
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
hard
yeah.
because it's like I also teach preschool, like general
Mm,
music, just like in like a small private school. And like my supervisor told me, like, and this is even online session, and then there and she's like, try to limit singing, because then it will encourage the like to prevent like any cross contamination of
yeah.
droplets and all that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
really hard, and thankfully we have technology. So I've seen that some telehealth are going well. Like I've seen some of
Mm,
the music therapists have been like doing like either Zoom calls or um, like telehealth session. That's what they call.
yeah.
But definitely a lot of us are also impacted.
Mm,
So
yeah. That is a really big unknown for our field. But I'm sure, like, I mean, one of the greatest thing about music therapists is that music therapists are so creative, so
yeah,
they'll find a way, so I'm not
yeah,
worried.
we'll all find a way. Yeah. Oh, I have a
Yeah,
question for you. I
yeah.
think you mentioned like before that you have like one of these um, vision for bringing like some Asian music therapists to different Asian countries, like even since like freshman year, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
can you talk more about that? Because I really want to join the
yeah,
trip.
yeah. Oh my god, yay! Yeah, I'm so glad that you mentioned this. So my vision when I first got into the music therapy program at Berklee, I was like, wow, I want to make my own organization where I can
Mm,
ask other music therapists to come along with me in advocating and doing music therapy services in
mm,
Asia and less developed country as well. That
yeah.
was my ultimate goal. But definitely because of COVID,
Mm,
it guess it looks a little different. I'm still trying to figure out, but at the same time, like I'm just trying to go step by step. But yeah, like the reason why like I had such a big passion towards Asia was because like Korea, like I was not born in Korea, I was born in the US. And when I spent like when I spent my college times at Berklee, I really got to meet international Korean students. And through them, I was able to like learn more about my culture. I did learn about my culture through my parents, but I never bothered to ask, and like I wasn't as interested. But yeah, just like being surrounded by my people, like Koreans, Koreans. I was like, wow, like I do want to contribute my gifts and talents to Korea. Like I don't want to just like keep it to myself or like utilize all these skills just in America. Like although that is like a honor and privilege to do, but then I want to share it with the people in Korea. Like I wonder. I'm sure like it caused no harm. Like music therapy is such an unharmful approach, and it's like music is truly a universal language too. And yeah, like I still have a heart for it. I don't know what that looks like or that will look like, but it's still there. But yeah, you better come with me.
yeah, that's a beautiful like plan. I mean, just making a
Oh, thank you.
organization and like bringing people together and even more like advocating for music therapy in Asia. So I hope we'll be able to do it someday and like maybe bring a lot of instruments too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I definitely do want to go visit Indonesia too.
Yeah. I don't know if I've told you about this, but actually in high school it's funny because we had like this like compulsory surface trip where and a couple of friends and we just went to Korea actually, and we performed like a small concert for the children with special needs and also who have some mental disorders there. And it was I remember seeing like a door with like a card like playing says music therapy. So actually that's the first time I've ever seen like the phrase music therapy in Asia. Like this was in like 2012 or 2013. So I know there's been a like growth in Seoul or South Korea. So and in the literature too, in like research articles, there's some Korean music therapists who've been doing some really good work actually.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I do. I wish I like had connections with those Korean music therapists in Korea. But yeah, well, I mean, if you're a music therapist and from Asia, like we would love to connect with you guys. So you can like comment down below your website or even your email if you feel like comfortable sharing with us, or you can like private message me. Yeah, so that'd be so cool if you were, or Laura, girl, yeah, that'd be so cool. I think definitely like music therapist services like still exist in Asia. It's just like it's just not like out there yet.
Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, but
a lot of work to do in a good way.
Yes.
But yeah, Laura, thank you so much for joining me in this Let's Grab Coffee. I forgot to ask you, do you have coffee or tea with you?
Oh no, I actually didn't have one. But let me grab it for my sister. Bubble. Wait, sorry, 1 second. Bubble, can I get your sugar cane, please? Yeah, sorry. So I told him that's because a fun fact, I don't drink coffee like only if I really need it, but I have like this sugar cane.
No, I feel you. Today I went to boba. Boba. So I just got a boba
is that
drink,
matcha? Matcha.
Yes, matcha strawberry latte.
Wow. Yeah. I can only drink matcha latte like from like
Mm.
Starbucks or all, because I
Mhm.
don't usually drink
Yeah.
coffee, but
Mhm. Yeah. All right. Well, Laura, thank you so much for joining me. And
thank you, Grace.
we'll definitely talk more about music therapy in Asia. There will be a part 2
Awesome.
later. Yeah. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, guys, for watching. Please feel free to comment down below in if you're a music therapist that want to connect with me and Laura. Yeah, we love to hear from you guys. And if there's anything that we missed about music therapy in Asia, feel free to comment down that as well. So
All right.
yeah.
Thank you,
All
Grace.
right, Laura. Yeah, thank you. All
Bye.
right, bye, Laura.
Bye.